Good evening, everybody. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. As ever, technology doesn't like me, and it said I didn't have an event set up, but I did, so I've just had to create a new one quickly. So let's get that covered up, and I'll let you all get logged in before we get to the exciting bit. Here we go. I'm just making sure I'm logged in on Facebook, which I am, and on YouTube. Let's just have a quick look. I am live on YouTube. So obviously, sorry everybody, the YouTube that was already there, the link that was already there has expired. So it's now giving me a new one. So I'll hang on a few minutes and just let everybody get logged in, because obviously technology hates me, I told you. Hi Claire, hi Chris. So I'm just going to hang on and let everybody get logged in and find me in the right place before we start. So I'll flick it around to me so you can see me. I'll take that off. There we go. Hi everybody. So I'm just going to give it a few minutes to let everybody get logged in, because YouTube is not, it was a different link, which is a bit frustrating. So hi to everybody who's joining me. I'm really excited for tonight, in case you can't tell. I've got my coffee and I'm ready for it. I can tell you it's been a long day. So a couple of exciting bits of info coming on tonight. So hi everybody, everybody's starting to get logged in now. Let me just check my YouTube. I'm just going to flick it around to that boring thing. So just bear with me a sec. Hi Louise on YouTube, hi Karen on YouTube. I'm just giving it a second to get caught up, especially for you on YouTube, because it gave me a different link, which is very frustrating for everybody that was waiting in the right place. So here we go. I'm going to close that because that doesn't work anymore. Hi Jackie, hi Irene. Everybody's... Lol, you need chocolate to go with the coffee. Bless you. I know what I do need, and that's more hours in a day. Sneaky peek night it is. I'm really excited as well. These are a little bit different. Hi Pam, I am, thank you. I hope you are too. Hi Di, bless you. Hi Julie, hi Tracy. So everybody's starting to get logged in, so I'm going to flick it back round to me, because I'm better to look at than a piece of blank card. Well, I think I am. I've had a shave for you. I'm good like that. Hi Bridget. Hi everybody. Right, so how are we about ready? Well, I'm ready, but I don't think everybody's logged in yet. So just bear with me, because YouTube... Oh, here we go. Everybody's starting to find me. So good evening to everybody on YouTube. I'm sorry it was a different link to the one that I posted on Facebook earlier. For some reason, when I clicked go live on my iPad here, it told me that there wasn't an event created, which is a barefaced fib, because I created the event myself yesterday. So I had to quickly just do a new one. Hi Rose, hi Sharon, hi Denise. It is on YouTube, Denise. It's just a different link to the one that I put on there. In fact, if anybody from my YouTube is also watching on Facebook, do me a favour and just post the link into the comments on Facebook for people, because I know some people like to watch the comments on Facebook and watch the live on YouTube, because you can put it on your telly, and it makes me look even bigger than I am on this screen. So I'm always ready. You're right, I am Di. It's technology that doesn't like me. So let's get cracking. Hi Caroli, couldn't get in, but you're on now. That's right. I'll just hang on another minute or two just to let everybody get here. So I think you're going to be pleased with what I'm bringing you tonight. Something a little bit different, which is what I think is needed. And I've been very kind. It's a small-ish release. So I know it's the end of January and people are still catching up from Christmas and what have you. So I purposefully always do a smaller release at the end of January, just to give you a chance to cherry pick which bits you want, or get the lot, which is obviously what I want you to do. But hopefully it's payday for people as well on Friday, which should make it a little bit easier. Hopefully. Hopefully I've planned it right for you. So there are actually 6 new stamps for the release that's coming on Friday. And I've got them covered up on here, and I will get round to show them. There's a couple of things I want to go through with you first. I am, thank you, Mary. I hope you are too. Hi, Lona. Hi to everybody I've not spoken to. I'm trying to look at the comments down there on my iPad, but I can see the flicking up on my screen at the side as well, so I'm trying not to look at that. So I've got my glasses on because otherwise I can't read the looking very tidy behind me, not like my, it's actually not, I've been crafting a lot. So here, look, where I've got all my inks, that's not organised, it's not tidy, it needs reorganising, but we're getting there. Right, so let's have a look. Are we all here? I think there's a lot of you here now, so we'll get started. I'm just going to quickly check my YouTube. Bear with me one sec. Oh, here we are, we're all coming in now. You've got a very cheeky grin on your face, so it must be good. I've always got this cheeky grin, Di, you should know that. I'm glad you found me now on YouTube. Like I say, it gave me a different link, which is bizarre, so I will give the feedback to the people who I pay for this fancy app from. Right, so let's get cracking. Let me just pop this fancy little thing on. I do like the buttons, as you know. I'm finding more and more things that I can do with this fancy app than I knew you could do. So please like and share for me, everybody. So don't like and share into groups that they don't like you to do it, because I know I personally don't like other people's lives shared into my group, so don't do it if you're going to get into trouble. But please do like and share the video for me so we can get everybody seeing this, as many people as we can seeing the live. So very exciting for tonight. I'm going to take that little scrolly thing off because it's distracting me. So I'm going to do a giveaway, and this is something that I've been talking about with Karen and the girls at the shop for a while. I'm always very generous, as you know. We really appreciate the loyalty from our customer base, whether you buy from TV or whether you buy from us. If you are a member in my Facebook group, you know that I do a freebie Friday every Friday. So every Friday I do a little giveaway. It's usually for 2 or 3 people, but it's nice for me to be able to give you something back. And who doesn't love a freebie? But you can only get that if you are a member in my Facebook group. So you do need to search for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours and ask to join the group. You do have to agree to my rules. I'm very strict, and I do check who I let into my group, because everybody in there is just so lovely and inspirational and friendly, and I want to keep it that way. So if you're not in the group, get yourself in and come and see what all the fun is and all the inspiration in there, and the Freebie Friday every Friday. We also do a monthly challenge, which is just a little motivation thing that you can have a go at. I do a little sketch and you just make a card based on the sketch, and you could win something from that as well, which is another nice thing to do. But also, I am now, for every time I do a new release, I'm going to give away the collection in 2 parts. So you're not going to get the whole collection, you're going to get some of the new collection, and half of the collection is going to be won on YouTube. So if you're watching me on YouTube, you've got a chance of winning half of it. And if you are watching on Facebook, you've got a chance of winning the other half. And the names will be drawn randomly from all the comments at the end. So at the very end, when I finish my demo, I'll scroll up and down all the comments and stop on somebody's name randomly. So somebody is going to win these brand new stamps, and you're going to have them at your house before I've even been on TV with them on Friday. They're going to be posted to you tomorrow. How about that? And I'm going to do that with every new collection that I do. It's just nice to say thank you, and it's nice to be nice back. You've all supported me over the years. Really appreciate that. So it's nice for me to give you a chance. I know there are lots of you watching and lots of you commenting, but it's still a chance, and it's something for nothing. And especially when it's a brand new collection. I've never done that before. I've never given away brand new stamps, particularly before they've been on TV. How fab is that? So that's one little thing. Oh, thank you. You're all good to me. It's nice for me to be good back. I can't believe all the comments that's scrolling through. I can't keep up with them. I promise you I do read them when I've got a coffee later. So that is the giveaway. So two lucky people are going to win something tonight from YouTube. Well, one from YouTube, one from Facebook. So good luck, everybody. Keep the comments. The more comments you've got, the more chance you've got of winning when I scroll up and down with my mouse. And then, so that's that bit of information. I haven't even got to the new stamps yet, but I'm trying to get all this out before we start the new, looking at the new stamps and getting on with the demo. So the other little thing that I thought would be really, really, really nice to do for you, to reward, if you like, your loyalty. So, and let's face it, most of you are quite loyal to me and I really appreciate that. So now, I can't believe I'm doing this and I hope you're sitting down for this. So every time I do a new release, every collection that I do a new release, the day that I release them, so in this, okay, on this occasion, on Friday, so everybody who orders direct from my website on Friday, all of you will be in with a chance of winning a £25 voucher from my shop, from Honeypot Crafts. So two people who order the new stamps, one stamp, two stamps, it doesn't matter whether you order the whole collection, one stamp from the range, you will go into a draw and you could get in your little parcel when it pops through your door a £25 voucher to spend on my website, and that's two people. So all you have to do is order direct from us, honeypotcrafts.co.uk on Friday, and this starts from midnight on Thursday, so 001 on Friday, all the way through till midnight on Friday, so any time during Friday. So two of you, you won't even know, it will just be done randomly. I'm not going to notify you, you're going to get this little voucher in your parcel. What a lovely thing to do. I've never had anything like that, and I just thought it was a really nice thing to do. So a lucky ticket, yeah, you're going to get a lucky ticket. So two people, just only from me, it's not if you order from TV, because obviously I don't get any recompense from them for that. This is just if you order direct from us for the whole duration of Friday, so that's a full 24 hours on the release day, which is, like I say, Friday. And I'm going to do that every time I release a new collection. So on the day of release, two people will win a voucher. It'll just come in your parcel, which I think is really exciting. So you won't know whether you've got this or not until your parcel comes through the door. Fabulous. I think that is just fabulous. It's really exciting. And again, it's another nice thing to do, but there you go. So we will now start, and I can't keep up with the comments. I'm going to flick over the camera to the overhead, and I'm going to move my lights so you can actually see what I'm showing you, because I've got lights everywhere. It's a bit like Blackpool in here. Isn't that a lovely thing to do? Just two random people are going to win a £25 voucher from our website, and you can use it on anything you want from the website. It doesn't have to be mine. It can be absolutely anything you want. Isn't that just lovely? Aren't I just lovely? A Willy Wonka golden ticket. Yeah, I'm glad you spelled that right. And also, I'm just going to say as well, this also applies to people who order from us from overseas. So we have quite a few people who order from us now from abroad, direct. And that also applies to you. I know, I'm sorry, Hope, is the software, the software just told me that there wasn't a live plan when there was, so it's a different link now. So yeah, so that also applies to people who order from us abroad. It's not just for our UK customers. Isn't that fabulous? Aren't I just a good little crafter, eh? So let's get this light above here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to get a drink before I start because I haven't shut up for a minute. So basically, I'm giving away the new stamps tonight, and whoever orders on Friday, as long as one of the parts of your order is one of the new stamps, you could even just order one stamp. You're still going to go in the draw. Isn't that lovely? And I think it's nice as well for you when you get it through the door, because nobody's going to know who's got it until you actually get it through the door. Yeah, we will ship direct to the US. We ship all over the world. Australia, wherever you want. All you have to do is just message my sister Karen on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page. Send her a private message, an inbox message with what you want to order, and she'll get it all sorted for you. So, oh, fabulous, darling. I love that. Thanks, Grace. Right, are you ready? Let's have a look at the new stamps. I'm just going to put this back on for a sec, just to remind you to please keep sharing and liking for me. It's nice to be nice, and I know I say it a lot, and I know you hear it all the time from people who crafters who are selling, but we genuinely do appreciate that the loyalty and the custom, and it's nice for me to be able to give you something back. Just before I forget as well, catch a breath, Phil. Before I forget, the £25 voucher, there are 2 people, remember, that will win that will get it in the parcel. That also applies if you order direct from the shop. So if you phone my shop to do your orders over the phone, because quite a lot of you do, you will also be in that draw as well. So many different ways you can get involved and get something, a freebie. It's like a gift. It's a Phill gift. So here we go. Are you ready? Let's get a drink before we start. Right, so 6 new stamp sets. Here we go. So you can see straight away we have a different colour packaging. Why is that light not working right? I'm going to move it higher. Is that bright enough? Is it bright enough on your screen? Because it looks a bit dark on mine. I'm just going to move that a little bit closer. That looks a little bit brighter. Oh, right, so here we go. So I'm going to move these 2 out of the way. So we have the Stylistic collection, which are clearly silhouette stamps. So the first thing I need to say to you is, oh, Hope, you'll be able to catch it again if you look back. So Stylistic is a brand new collection. This is the first time I have done anything like this in A6 size. So these are full A6 size. They're absolutely gorgeous. And they're very sketchy. So Stylistic is obviously the style that these are in. And what that means is you can use these and not worry about stamping, not worry about what it's going to look like when it's finished, because it really doesn't matter. It's a new colour packaging. We've got this mustard colour packaging. So every time I do a new collection, the packaging will change for it. And the only reason I do that, to be honest, is because it looks better hanging in the shop. Yeah. So the first one, I'm just going to show you these in a little bit more detail. Whoop. Is the Stylistic Daisy Field. So these are obviously, they're just absolutely beautiful. And if I tell you the truth, these were quite difficult to do because I'm such a neat, pretty crafter. Doing them in a sketchy style, a stylistic style, is quite difficult. So let's just show you that stamp. How gorgeous is this stamp? And more importantly, it's the full length of an A6. So if you make little cards, if you make little A6 cards, you're absolutely sorted. These are perfect for you straight away. I'm just going to say to you as well, the design team and Karen have done an absolutely amazing job with the samples. Please do tune in when I'm on at 3 and 7 on Friday to see the samples, because they are amazing. They've all done such a fabulous job. So the first one there, look, is your Stylistic Daisy Field. The second one, oh, I can't choose a favourite, I'm sorry. The second one is the Stylistic Wild Meadow. So the Wild Meadow is just beautiful. This one is a little bit daintier, look. I'm going to flip it over. So you've got foliage in there. You've got this pretty things in there. Let me just show you this on the back. So this one is a little bit daintier. Oh, they're just absolutely gorgeous. Anybody, and I mean anybody, can make a fabulous card with these. Anybody. So that is your Wild Meadow. I can't choose a favourite. Actually, I think... Hi, Jennifer. Hi to everybody who's just joining. Thank you. The last one in the A6 stamps is the Tulip Garden. Do you see what I mean about Stylistic? Oh, they're just gorgeous. They're just so gorgeous. Let me just turn that round, because they're in the packaging back to front. That is the Stylistic Tulip Garden. And they're very dainty as well. So if you're somebody who doesn't like heavy stamping, these are absolutely going to be perfect for that. So they are your 3 A6 Stylistic floral stamps. Yeah. So somebody on Facebook is going to win these 3 stamps tonight. It won't be these 3 because I've opened the packaging. You will get 3 brand new ones. Somebody on Facebook at the end of my demo is going to win these 3 stamps. And what a fabulous start to 2023. And then I couldn't do the Stylistics. I'm going to put them back there, without giving you some textures to work with these, right? Now, when I was designing these, yeah, I think the tulips are possibly my favourites, but I love them all. So when I was designing textures for this, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I knew you would like these, Jean. I absolutely knew you would love these, Jean. Yeah. So, and remember, you don't have to use the whole image. The demo I'm doing tonight is not using the whole stamp. So back to where you were, Phil. So I wanted to do a texture set to go with this. Let me just turn it round in the packaging, because for some reason they're all back to front in the packaging. So we have got an A5 stamp set, and I've called this Textural Temptations 3 because I've already got 2 textural sets already out. You can see straight away how these are going to work with that. So let me just flip this over. So you've got four little A7 stamps in this set. Yeah. And these are designed to complement these. Obviously, you can see that they're going to work perfectly with them. I don't know why my lights are so dull. It's very strange. And what you've got here, look, is just the daisy heads. You've got the tulips without all the extras. You've got the Wild Meadow looser. So it's not exactly the same. Look, let me show you. So it's a smaller version and it's a different format. But let me flick this over. The little splatty one here goes over or under the other 3 to give you another texture. So you've got 3 that coordinate with the A6 stamps, and you've got the splatty one that will stamp over or under all of these extra textures in there. It looks amazing. These will look amazing in their own right. I can tell you that now. So 2 more to go. 2 more to go. I can't do a collection of stamps without some new sentiments. And I must have had 100 and odd people. Yeah, I must have had 100 and odd people ask me for Ticket Tape-tastic that I did 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Yeah, in reverse. So we've now got, I love these stamps so much. We've got this is the start of it, by the way. We've got Ticket Tape-tastic 2 in DL. So the person somebody on YouTube is going to win these three stamps. So somebody on Facebook will win those 3. Somebody on Facebook will win these 3. Yeah. And I've started the Ticket Tape-tastic 2 with Essentials and Motivational, because they work perfectly with these new stamps. So let me flick these over. Oh, and of course they're in back to front. That'll teach me to check them next time. Let me just flip them over. So if you've already purchased my original Ticket Tape-tastic stamps, they were negatives. These are now positives. So what that means is where you see the black is what colour the ink will be. And you can stamp these on any colour cardstock, any inky backgrounds, any patterned papers. And what you'll get is the words in the colour of the ink. And you will also get the colour of your paper showing through where it's blank. And altogether there are 31 stamps in these. Aren't they just gorgeous? Whew, get a drink, Phil. Do you like them? Do you like the new ones? I'm in love with this collection, honestly. You know I think about everything that I do. So your Stylistic and the Sentiments are going to just work perfectly. The whole collection just works perfectly. Yeah, the whole thing works perfectly. And I'm so happy, because these are not easy to do. I promise you, they're not easy to do. Right, so, phew. So what I'm going to do before I start my demo is I'm just going to show you a couple of samples. Only 3, so don't get bored. I'm just going to show you 3 samples, because it's nice to see the stamps, but it's also nice to see a couple of cards that have been made with them already. And I've got a couple on my little screen here, so I'm just going to show you these, because when you see silhouette stamps, the first thing you think of is black. Now, I'm not stamping in black tonight. I'm going to be stamping in blue, but I'm going to show you some of these cards. So I don't know who's made these, so apologies to my design team, but this is the first one. Let's just show you. So that one, I've got a sample with each of the A6 stamps. I mean, look how beautiful this is. It's so beautiful. So this is with the Daisy Field. That one is with the Daisy Field. Take that off. This one is with the Tulip Garden. And that one's done in burgundy tones. Yeah. And then last but not least, we've got a card that I know Karen made with the Wild Meadow. Aren't they just fabulous? And not one of those samples is stamped in black. Isn't that just brilliant? I'll move my light above here. Oh, let me move this one. Oh, I've turned it off. Come on, Phil, get your act together. I'm really excited for these. Oh, sorry, Susan, I'm not sure why. Right, so let's get cracking with a demo. And you're not going to believe the words that are going to come out of my mouth next. You're not going to believe these words. I'm doing a relatively simple card, because these stamps do all the work. Yeah, we'll have them in the shop, Cheryl, don't you worry. So these stamps do all the work for you. And I wanted to start the year, I wanted to start 2023 with stamps, because stamps is what you know me for. But I wanted a collection that is never gonna date. It's gonna be timeless. It's gonna be fabulous, and you're gonna use these all the time. And you imagine these embossed in gold or silver. How fabulous is that gonna look? Right, so let's crack on with this demo. And it is simple for me. Well, I say simple, but it's gonna look amazing. Because I'm gonna let the stamp do all the work. Yeah, I'm going to let the stamps do all the work. The stamps are what are important to this. So the stamps have got the detailing. The stamps are what is important. Let the stamps take the hard work out of trying to make your cards. Let them do all the work for you, and you just have fun with them. That's the whole point. The whole point of stamps is that you've got a tool that you can make work for everything that you're going to create. So it doesn't matter whether you're doing men's cards, girls' cards, whatever. The whole thing is designed to work together. Right, so all I've got here is I can't even remember what size it is. Let's find out. Oh, trust me to be awkward. It's 7 3/4. So the 7 3/4. So that is my card base. I've then got another layer that I'm just going to keep plain until I ink the edge. I've got another piece here that I've embossed in, believe it or not. I'm using my Falling Snow embossing folder for this. So although it's called Falling Snow, it's actually a really good one to use in your day-to-day crafting for texture. And it actually works really well because we've got little dots in the stamp. Look, I don't know whether you can see that. We've got lots of little dotty detail in the stamps there. Yeah. And then we've got a frame that I've created with my double deboss squares. Just angle that so you can see the double D. There you go, look. So the double deboss square dies. I don't know whether we've got any stock left of these, and I am definitely not reordering them. So if you like the double Ds and you haven't got them, you need to be getting them pretty sharpish. And then I've got another piece here that will fit underneath the frame because I want to blank out some of that embossing in the background. And we're going to start with the top piece. So this piece of card here is what I'm actually going to use to stamp on. And this piece of card is literally 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres. Yeah. And we're going to use it for an inky background. The colours that I'm using tonight are blues. I'm doing blue tonight. Because as if you couldn't tell, I like blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to do all the inky bits, all the inky background with the blueprint sketch. Yeah. You've got no heating, Bev. Crikey. Yeah. So I'm using blueprint sketch to do my inky background. And I've got Bluebell in the VersaFine Clair because it's like a royal blue. It's beautiful. Really rich. So Bluebell in the VersaFine Clair. We're going to do a few splats with some of my metallic paint. And this is called Electric Blue. Yeah. So Electric Blue. And we're also going to do some splats with gesso at the end. Yeah, simple. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sandy. Simple and gorgeous, hopefully. So let's get the background of this card done first. So when I was designing these stamps... No, but I've got blue Jama bottoms on, Jean. I've got my blue Jama bottoms on. I'm backtracking. Oh, everybody's heating's playing at the wrong time of year for your heating to be playing up, everybody. Do we need an outtake? Phill and Simple don't go in the same sentence. I know, Sue. But you know these stamps, you don't actually need loads and loads of embellishments. I'm just talking to everybody on YouTube for a second. Yeah. Please make sure you've subscribed to the YouTube channel, everybody, by the way. And when I did my online workshop the other day, I actually recorded a video for YouTube. I spent an hour and a half doing it. Julia will tell you. And at the end, I clicked don't save. So I've lost it. Anyway, let's get cracking. So I'm just going to do a very light inky background with the blueprint sketch. And blueprint sketch is a beautiful, beautiful shade of blue. And I don't want this perfectly even. I want it somewhat patchy. So I'm just going to go over quite lightly using a smoothie. And then we're going to do some water flicking on this. take some of the ink away. I'm glad you like the new stamps. It's always difficult when you do something a bit different because you don't know how they're going to be received. And I've also got a scrap piece of card here that my sentiment is going to be matted onto. So I'm just going to ink the background of that to match. I'll do a bit extra just in case I use more than I think. And then I'm going to give you a little tip, and I'm sure I've told you this before. When I do inky backgrounds like this, I like to get a bit of kitchen roll. Just rip that in half. I like to get a bit of kitchen roll and rub it over the top. So what that does, particularly when you're using distress oxides that are quite juicy, it takes the excess ink off, but it also softens it. I'll show you the difference. Look, you can see that that one's softer. So I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to pop that one to one side because I don't need that yet. I'm going to clean up the ink off my mat. I'm going to clean off the ink off the mat, just so I don't get it everywhere when I start putting the card together. And then we're going to do some water splatting. So I'm going to splat this with water. I'm going to splat this with water and then take off the excess. You're a bit late, Sarah, but it doesn't matter. Sorry, even. Apologies. So let's just do some flicking on here. So the way I'm putting this card together, this is where the new I've not decided which one to do. Which one shall I do? Which one shall we do? Let's do... Oh, decisions. I'm going to do the tulips. So I'm doing it in this order so that I can do the stamping next. So let's just see if I've done enough. And I have done enough. Actually, I'm going to do a bit more in the middle there, just because we can. Tulips, tulips, daisies. You are funny. Right, so we've now removed some of that ink from there. I'm just going to make sure that's dry. Just remember, if you're going to stamp over a bit that you've splattered and removed some ink, you need to make sure it's dry. Yeah, because otherwise the ink won't sit there. So pop that to one side. Whilst we're waiting for that, we're going to come to the little frame. And on the frame, clean that water. On the frame, I'm going to do the splats from the texture stamp. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to do the tulips in second generation. So we're going to do the tulips in second generation. You can see this is a brand new set of stamps, look. Brand new set. You know I always have to. Let me just get an acrylic block out of my acrylic block. Not that I'm I like to be organised, but acrylic blocks. And I'll do it just with a big circle. Oops. That would have been interesting. I nearly dropped that on my knee. So I'm just doing the top half of this, and we're going to do this second generation. So let me just get a bit of dirty kitchen roll. So I've got a little bit of already used kitchen roll what I'm going to stamp I'm going to stamp second generation so I can stamp the ink off. And I am using the blueprint sketch for this as opposed to the Bluebell. I want the Bluebell VersaFine Clair to be my main image so it stands out. So I'm just going to use the top of this. And because I've already got the double debossed, lines in there, I know it's going to miss some of the edges, but that's fine. This is just texture at this stage. So let's get these stamped on. Oh, that's just lovely. Make sure I get it at different stages. So I promise you this is a simple card for me. There are no extra flowers going on this. Believe that. Oh, I went straight in. Nobody stopped me. We'll have the sentiment there. Actually, it looks nice. I'm going to replicate on the other side. Just so it looks like I meant to do it. I can't be the only one that's happened to. And then last but not least, just get a little bit in there, just so it looks like it's finished. So I've got my frame done. I'm going to pop that to one side and leave that to dry. I'm not going to use the splats over it because it'll be too heavy. Put that back where it belongs. And then I won't lose it. Right, that should be dry enough for me to stamp onto now. So I'm going to bring my stamping platform in for this. I'm going to put a little bit of glue underneath to hold it in place. You got kicked out of YouTube, Di? That's rude. Tiptoe through the tulips, yeah, absolutely. You can use your new Inky box, you can, Denise. I'm glad you've made one now. Showed you live photo, it looks like you're praying. I might be later. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue underneath this just to hold it in place. Thanks, Di. I have brought some juice up as well. I finally remembered. So a little bit of glue. You can do it with double-sided tape. It's just that I've got glue handy. If it decides to work. So this is just to hold it in place in case I need to go in a second time. And don't worry if it rips your kitchen roll underneath. Doesn't matter. You can see it's already happened to me, look. So I might be able to hold it in place just a little bit at the top. So here we go. We're going with tulips for this to match the background. And I'm not going to stamp the grasses at the bottom, yeah? I'm going to lose the grasses from the bottom and just have the tulips in there. Because we can. And I'll tell you something else. These stamps look fab just on little tags as well. So even if you use them just on little tags and use sections of it, it looks amazing. So let's get that in position. Look how easy this is to do. Let's come a little bit lower. No, shall we go higher? Come on, Phil, make your mind up. Yep, we'll stay there. So there's actually more of the card showing than I thought there would be, which is a bonus. Bit of a bonus. And now we're going in with the Bluebell, which is an absolutely gorgeous shade of blue. Oh, look at this colour. So So the VersaFine Clairs are really good ink pads to use with this sort of stamp because they're juicy. You can heat emboss over the top of them. But I'm doing this monochrome, so just blue. Let's see if I need to go in a second time. I don't. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Now I'm not going to do this. Look how beautiful that stamps. Apart from where I've just put my finger. That's just gorgeous. I absolutely love that stamp. Absolutely love that stamp. So I'm going to clean all this off, or as much as I can. Now you know why I have two stamps. Sorry if I'm rocking the camera. I'm trying to get the ink off my stamp. You know I don't do dirty stamps. Where possible. So pop that out of the way. That's just gorgeous. So now we've got that there, I'm going to splat again. But this time I'm going to use gesso. Put him back where he belongs. And then you know where it is for next time. Before I forget to tell you, everybody, Julia is also doing a Facebook Live with the new stamps on Thursday at 11 AM. So make sure you watch Julia Watts Crafts on YouTube on Thursday at 11 AM. So she'll be on Facebook and on her YouTube channel. So what we're going to do now is splat. We're going to oversplat with gesso. So we're actually creating lots of different layers. I'm not going to go too mad with it. I'm just going to do a little bit. But the gesso on top of this will look quite pretty. And it is going to go in my Inky box. That's why they call it the blues, yeah. So I'm going to pop that in my Inky box. Because I don't want any more gesso on my computer screen. There's enough already. So a little bit of gesso. Don't need a lot. And if you've watched me before, you'll know what the tip is. You'll know what my tip is. The more gesso you have, let me just bring that in and show you. So if you've got more gesso and less water, it will stay whiter, which is what I want. So I've literally just done 3 little squirts with water. And I'm going to splat over that now. And that looks amazing. Clean my mess up. I'm just going to bring it in and show you before I put it to the side to dry. So we've now created 3 different layers. 3 different layers with the ink, well 4 actually. So ink in the background, blueprint sketch, splats with water, and then remove the excess water. Then stamp in the bluebell, the VersaFine Clair bluebell. And then I've just splattered over it with a little bit of gesso. And little tip, the further away you are with the gesso, the smaller your splats will be. So we're just waiting now. I'm going to let that dry. And I'm going to splat this with the metallic blue paint, the electric blue. So although I said this was a simple card, and it is simple for me, it's really, really easy to achieve. And you could do this en masse. So you could do, I mean, look how lovely that looks. Look how lovely that looks before I even do anything else to it. Very pretty. But we're going to splat on here with blue. Oh, look at that lovely colour. And because this is metallic, we're going to get a metallic pearly sheen as well. So same procedure, it's going in my Inky box. I'll clean it off my finger. Little squirt of water to dilute it. So it's all the blues tonight. And that looks lovely. And because it's a different shade of blue, it stands out even more. It looks fab. Just show you before I move it to the side. Oops, nearly dropped it. So we've got that electric blue on there. And it's not too much, is it? It's just enough. It's just enough to add a little bit of detail to the frame. So I'll put that back in there and leave that to dry. Right. So just reminding you all, the winners will be chosen at the end of the demo, at the end of the live. It's 5 to 8 now. I've probably got about half an hour to go. I'm now going to take my new stamps, my new sentiments, the Ticket Tape-tastic 2, and stamp on this Inky back. No, I'm not. I'm going to stamp on the clean bit and cut it out in the Bluebell. So these two sets of stamps particularly work so well with this new collection, with the Stylistic collection. And I've purposefully done the motivational ones because they're just nice words. You can do this, take time to relax, make today amazing, etc., etc. And I've teamed it with the essential sentiments, the ones that we know we're going to use day in, day out, which is your just for you, the birthday wishes, happy birthday, and those sorts of things. Yeah. And on the motivational, I've put the little and sign. So you can do love and kisses, love and hugs, etc., etc. And I'm going to use, oh, too many choices. I'm going to use Make Today Amazing. Well, I am if it fits. Let's see if it fits. It doesn't. So I'm not using Make Today Amazing. We're going to have... Let me give her another better card. It's a good job I've got plenty of card. We are going to have Make Today Amazing. Which is what I originally want. Where are we? Make Today Amazing. And I might just get away with that. So Make Today Amazing, stamped in the doodah, the Bluebell Versifying Clay, so it coordinates. And this is why I love the Ticket Tape-tastic stamps. If you've already got the original collection, which has the negatives, the reverse of this, you're going to be able to mix and match them. And I will listen to your feedback whether you want more in the Ticket Tape-tastic 2. I've done what I thought was a must-have, which is the essentials and the motivationals. So after you've got these, do let me know on Sentimentally Yours Facebook page if you want the rest doing. Because I quite like mixing and matching. I love sentiment stamps anyway, you know I do. Could use your new stamp to do the splatters, less mess. Yeah, absolutely you could, Anne. Absolutely you could. It's just smaller. So let's cut this out. And I'm cutting right up to the line on this. Hopefully it's dry because I've just put my thumb in it. You know I'm rubbish at cutting out. Just while I'm doing this boring part, everybody, Bev saying yes, we need more. Just while I'm doing this boring part, just make sure you're all free at the beginning of March. Because the beginning of March, there is such a... Oh, I don't even know where to start. But the beginning of March is going to be very, very, very exciting. So let's see if I did enough ink on this. Of course I didn't. So let's go back in again. And kitchen roll. Bit of kitchen roll just to smooth it down. And I'm going to mat this onto there. I'm just doing that flat. Or I will if the glue comes out. There we go. Just pop that on here. I might as well go up to the corner. So I've only got 2 lines to cut out. Look how lovely that looks just on that inky blue background. Let's just let that dry for a second. And that is now almost dry. Hey, we're doing well. So let's just see how the metallic paint is doing. Here we go, look, let me show you. So can you see that lovely metallic sheen we've got now on there? That's still wet, that one in the right of the corner. But we've got that lovely metallic sheen from the electric blue paint. And I'm just going to ink the edge of this with the... Oops. Now, would you believe... you probably would. That went right to the back of my desk. You could put money on it. So I'm just going to do the edges of this and I'll try and avoid that bit that's wet. I'm literally just giving it a soft inky edge. And I'm using the Distress Oxide for this rather than the VersaFine Clear. So that it matches. What I wanted was 2 or 3 shades of blue. It's all blues tonight. So the main focal point, which is the new stamp, is in the VersaFine Clear, so it stands out more. And the blue bell is just absolutely gorgeous. Now, most of us, and most people that have followed me for a while will know that I love the Twilight in the VersaFine Clear, which is a dark blue. But this blue bell is just absolutely stunning. So that's not quite dry yet, so let's pop that to one side. Did I say this was a simple card? I'm going to ink the edge of the embossed piece, but I'm not using March is the major launch month for Phill. Yeah, absolutely. So normally I have my birthday event at the end of February, but we're away at the end of February. We're going to see Julia for a weekend. So we're going to stay with Julia for the weekend. Well, we're not staying with Julia, but we'll be spending the weekend with Julia. Just to clarify, I don't want Julia panicking, thinking we're turning up on a doorstep. And then the week after is the big anniversary launch. And I'm going to do the same with this blank piece as well. So you don't actually notice this until it's laid up on the card, and it's just a little detail that I absolutely love. those of you that have followed me for years will know that inking the edges was one of my big things. And I still like to do it now to coordinate everything. Never been, Di. So we're gonna have a weekend with Julia because I miss her. So I'm just gonna rub the edges. Top tip, everybody. Top tip. So I know that if I pick this up, that ink is still going to be wet. So I'm just going to rub it with my kitchen roll. Just to take the excess ink off. And it's only because it's a distress oxide. Look. So top tips. I like to share all my top tips. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Well, I didn't want to say, Julia. I just... Yeah, it's up that you can tell people. We're going to Julia's daughter's wedding. I've got to figure out what to wear. I can't wear white. Right, so I'm just going to lay these up now flat. So the embossed piece is going on to the plain piece. Just with glue, just flat. And now you can see those lovely blue edges, look. It's just a small detail, but it does make a difference. Yeah, we're going to have a weekend with Julia. She knows I'm not cheap, so I hope she knows I don't eat at cheap places. Oh, well, there you go. Heather's just said on YouTube she uses the original ticket tape-tastic stamps all the time. So you absolutely know you're going to need the... Oh, thank you, Tina. You absolutely know, Heather, that you're going to need the new collection. So I'm going to pop this one on. This layer is now going on foam tape. And all the time I'm doing these boring bits. Just get my small scissors. They're not small scissors, Phil. They're the big scissors. It's leaving that ink to dry longer on the focal points. Can you believe I'm not adding any flowers to this? Not a single flower. Not a single butterfly. Not a single embellishment apart from the sentiment. Because I don't need to. The stamp is doing all the work for me. And sometimes it's nice to do quick and simple cards. This is simple for me. Well, I say simple, it's quicker. It's quicker. Denise is saying it's her birthday weekend on YouTube. Yeah, there will be glitter, obviously. What, the beginning of March is your birthday, Denise? Well, that couldn't have happened at a better time then, could it? So I'm just going to stand up to put the layer on. I just find it easier to layer this up when it's on, when I'm stood up, when I can see from above. Look at that lovely blue line now, look. Very subtle, but it's there. Right, chop the sentiment out. So that should have set enough now. And I'm going to make an attempt at cutting this out by hand. Whether it's straight or not is another matter. But let's face it, straight's overrated. Been there, done that. Look how fab that looks. I love that you can change your sentiments with different coloured inks and everything. So we are almost almost done with this. So this is going on, oh, I nearly forgot. A little tip for you, another little tip, full of it tonight, full of it. So I want my centre focal point to be the bit that you notice. In fact, that looks nice just as it is. Maybe a smaller version, but that looks lovely just as it is. But I'm going to obviously do more, and I want this to be the focal point. So if I do this and this, you can still see the embossed layers in between, and I don't want to. So I cut another piece of card, which is 13 by 13, and I'm going to fill in this square. So it's literally just a blank piece of white card in the middle. You wouldn't have to do this, but there you go, look. But I wanted a blank space, and I'll just give you another little tip, another little design idea for when if you recreate this. Look at the metallic now, look. Can you see that? There we go. That lovely metallic sheen. So if you were to have a go at this card and you wanted to change it up a bit, you could leave the frame white, and you could use your background stamp 2nd generation in there, and then pop your sentiment on your main image. You are not using flowers. I've spent the last couple of days making flowers for a card for a friend who's asked me to make. Just cut lots of your foliage dies. Oh, bless. Could you not just leave the square hole then? Yeah, I could have done, but what I wouldn't have got... So, sorry everybody, Denise is just saying, could I have left the square hole? She's asking me on YouTube. If I'd have left the square hole, I wouldn't be able to do the stamping so easily. I would have had to mask the centre off. So it's just as easy to do that. In fact, the square that comes out, yeah, I could have used that, but it weren't quite big enough. But yeah, absolutely you could if you want to. So this is going on foam tape. So I'm just layering this one up. You know I like my dimension. For those of you that have just joined, please remember... I always forget to do that, so I'm remembering tonight. So just while I'm doing the boring bits, and for those of you that don't know or haven't joined yet, that's what the Facebook group is called. It's the same as my YouTube channel. So you can just go on Facebook and search for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours and ask to join the Facebook group. And the YouTube channel is called the same thing. So it's definitely worth being on the YouTube channel because I do videos that are exclusive for there as well. So let's get this card layered up. We are getting there, everybody. And then we'll announce the winners. We'll do the winners. I'll do a little recap for you. And then we'll announce the winners. So I'm going to stand up to do this, as ever. So I can make sure it's in the centre. And hopefully that's the centre. It looks it to me. What a difference though, having the plain middle. I could have done a whole square and then a whole layer. So you could have done it that way around, Denise. So I could have done a whole square and then another whole square on top. But this gives you that lovely little bit of dimension from the recessed bit. And now our sentiment. I keep calling it a sentiment and I know it's not. Now our tulips. So I'm going around the edge of the tulips, this time with the Bluebell VersaFine Clay. And just be careful, everybody, when you do this with VersaFine clays, because they are super, super, super juicy, which is a good thing. That's what allows us to heat emboss. But if I wiggle that bit in the corner, you might be able to just see that it's still quite wet. So do take the excess off. They do stay wet for quite a while. This is one of the reasons I love the VersaFine clays. Oh, thank you. Tina Ann's just saying she loves the way my cards build up. I appreciate that. Domino night, Gwen. Well, I'm quite good at keeping my fingers clean, but it does happen. I do get ink on my fingers. So we'll get this layered up. I should only be 10 minutes now, 5-10 minutes. Which is good, because I've still got some work to do. And then I'll flick the camera around to me, give you a recap. And then we will see who's won the new stamps. Isn't it lovely to do that? I think it is. Nobody ever did that for me when I was buying stuff. Oh, something I need to remember. Oh, no, I'm not. I'll tell you next time. I'll tell you next time. So I'm just going to pop that right in the middle now. Stand up, Phil. Oh, that's just so lovely with these different shades of blue. Look at that. And because we've got different layers of the splats. We've got the inky splats where we took the ink away. So we've got watermarks there. We've then got the blue metallic electric blue splats there, which gives you a lovely pearlescent sheen. I'm sure you can see that. There you go. And then we've got the gesso stamp splattered over the top of the tulips. Don't that look lovely? Right, so let's get the glitter on and get a drink. Oh, Sandra Harris on Facebook has just said about doing Easter cards. Yeah, and if I'm absolutely 100% honest with you, Sandra, when I was designing these, I asked Karen, and she said do a tulip stamp because you'll be able to use it for Easter. Ow! Oh, industrial injury. Right, I'm just going to glitter this. So I'm going to glitter the embossed piece. I'm not going around the edge of where I've inked. I'm going to glitter around the top of the embossed piece. And if you remember, I did the inking around the edge of the embossed piece with the Blueprint Sketch Distress Oxide. So if any of the blue catches the ink, any of the glue even, if any of the glue catches the ink, it will bleed it a little bit. So we'll get a lovely soft blue tint underneath the glitter. It's like a bonus, it's something for nothing. And then on the inside here, I'm going to go on the inside of that frame. And I'm not worried about it being neat, because it's just going to be sparkly in a minute. You know there's going to be glitter. my way around. And you know which one I'm using. It's Diamond Dazzle. Diamond Dazzle Essential. And that looks so pretty. So we've done an inky, arty stamp and made it look fabulous. And I guess that's why I love these stamps so much. You can turn them into whatever style you want. And we've not even looked at using embossing powders over them. What's that? What is that? Twine. So the glitter, the sparkle just lifts the whole thing. And because I didn't go around the edge of the actual topper, the tulip topper, it just makes it stand out even more. It looks like I've got about 15 different layers on that card, but I haven't, look. It's quite flat for me, that. Yeah, Kara suggested tulips. She's my sounding board. I ask her just about everything. Right, so we're going to finish off by popping the sentiment on, and I've just got to get... bear with me. It's a good job you can't see my pyjamas. I'm just going to get, and I'm going to apologise to you now, because I honestly don't think we've got any of these left. Oh, we might have. I'm going to pop some of the Egyptian blue shimmer pearls on. So the sentiment is going on, and it's just going here. I haven't glittered the sentiment, I've left it on purpose, because we've got enough glitter going on. Where's that from? I don't like it when ink turns up randomly. So let's get these sentiment on. And now I'm just going to grab my tweezers and decide where I want the sentiment. So my instinct is to do it at the bottom, but sometimes it's nice at the top. No, it's going at the bottom. That was that discussion. And I'm coming just off the edge, so you can see some of the stamping underneath. Oh, that's just lovely jubbly. And then 4 little Egyptian blue pearls are going on. Here we go. Egyptian blue, look at this colour. I don't know whether we've got any, but look at these beautiful pearls. And they've got that shimmer on. So let's just get the 5mm. Oops. $5mm. I've not used the shimmer pearls for ages, and every time I get them out, I'm like, why don't you use them? It's because they're at the bottom of the pile. I've got 3 different tubs with all different pearls in, and because they're at the bottom, I tend to just bypass them. So here we go. Let's get this show on the road. We've got to be done for Gwen. Gwen's got her dominoes at 8:30. I've not played dominoes for years. We used to play it with my grandma when we were kids. So how fabulous does that look? And it's a Phill Martin card with no flowers on. You can actually even post it. You can post a Phill Martin card. How ridiculous is that? It's unheard of. So do you see now why I had to do the texture stamps? The extra texture stamps just work so well with the whole collection. Yeah, and because they're a little bit smaller look than the main image, it just looks so cohesive. It's very easy to do. In fact, I think it's one of the quickest demos I've ever done. But I told you right from the offset, right at the very beginning, the stamps are going to do the work. Yeah, the stamps are going to do all the work. And importantly as well, you can change the colour scheme. So you can absolutely replicate this card. It looks really classy and it's dead easy to do. But you could do this in pinks, in greens, in blue, in whatever colour you want to do. So I'm going to get a drink. We'll do a quick recap for those of you that joined late, because I do know that some people joined later. And then we will go through all the comments and I'll choose a winner. Well, two winners, one from Facebook, one from YouTube. And then I'll do a little reminder of the other lovely thing that I've decided to do for you all. Yeah. Yeah, I've got my pyjama bottoms on and a proper shirt. Right, so let's do a quick recap of what's coming out on Friday. So you won't be able to order these until Friday. They'll be available Friday. My TV shows are 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Create and Craft. They'll obviously be on the website. Remember that Julia is doing a YouTube live with these stamps as well. Facebook YouTube live on Thursday morning at 11 o'clock. So find Julia Watts Crafts on Facebook or YouTube, and you'll be able to watch Julia demo them on Thursday morning. And Julia will obviously have her own ideas of what you can do with these. So let's just quickly recap on what's new. So the Stylistic collection is what's being released. There we go. So in the Stylistic collection, we have 3 A6, and this is the first time I've done silhouette stamps that are tall enough to be able to create that kind of card that I've just made there. So you don't actually even need to use the grasses at the bottom, but if you do, you've got a perfect little A6 card, arty, funky looking card, just with an inky background and one stamp. So we have the Daisy Field. Stylistic being the style of the stamps, obviously they're very stylistic, and it's a stylistic daisy. We have the Wild Meadow, which is a little bit softer. Wild Meadow. And again, use the whole, use top, use sections of it on your corners and what have you. We have the Tulip Garden, which is the one that I've just used for tonight's demo. We also have the, so somebody on Facebook is going to win these 3 stamps. And I'll be doing the drawing just a couple of minutes. And then we have the Textural Temptations 3, which I personally think is a must-have, which has elements from the new stamps, and it also has the splatty background. And I've designed these specifically. If you look, the splatty background is just a little bit larger than the 3 floral ones. So it means you can stamp the daisies and you can overstamp with the splats or understamp, whichever you want. So that is the Textural Temptations 3. And then we also have the Ticket Tape Tastic 2. What a mouthful, eh? I don't make it easy for myself, do I? Then we have the 2 new Ticket Tape Tastic 2 stamp sets that are also being released on Friday. And we have the Motivational and we have the Essential. So the YouTube winner will win these 3 stamps. And the Facebook winner will win these 3 stamps. So one of you will get these and one of you will get those. So before I do that, let's just do a quick recap for you of what I'm doing for you. So for those of you that missed the beginning, my new thing now is to reward the loyalty to my customers who buy direct from us. Anybody who orders the new stamps direct from honeypotcrafts.co.uk on Friday, anytime between 1 minute into Friday on Thursday night, all the way through till midnight on Friday night, anybody that orders any of the new stamps, could be one, could be all of them, could be any, you will all go into a random draw, and 2 people will receive a voucher or a voucher code for £25 to spend on my website. So you won't know you've won it until you get your parcel through the door. So you'll get your parcel through the door and there'll be a little voucher in saying you've won. And then you just need to contact the shop, and then Karen will get you sorted out with a £25 gift voucher. So that applies to direct sales to us from midnight on Thursday night, well, Friday morning, all the way through till midnight on Friday night. And also if you order direct via the shop. So if you're somebody who phones the shop to do your order over the phone, you will also go in that draw. So 2 people will win a £25 voucher that you can spend on absolutely anything that we sell on the website. So I just thought that was something lovely to do. So let's choose our winner. So I'm going to scroll over to YouTube first. So good luck, everybody. I am literally going to wiggle the mouse. Look, I've got the mouse up here somewhere. Yeah, whoop, there's my mouse. I'm going to wiggle the mouse up and down on the comments and see where it stops. So whoever wins, so if you win on YouTube, please send a message directly to the inbox on Sentimentally Yours Facebook page to Karen with your name and address details, please, and we will get these posted to you tomorrow. So here we go. Good luck, everybody on YouTube. Scrolling. Scrolling. And I have stopped on... Oh, well, that's fortunate then. So Jill Claydon, if you are still watching on YouTube, well done. You've just won these brand new stamps here, these 3. So the 2DL stamp sets and the A5 stamp set. So congratulations, Jill. Jill Claydon, just so we don't get any confusion. So please send me an inbox message on Sentimentally Yours Facebook page telling me that you've won and with your name and address. So congratulations, Jill. Well done. And now to Facebook, and it's going to take me 10 minutes to do Facebook because there's so many comments. So good luck, everybody on Facebook. Here we go. You'll be able to play with these before I've even took them on telly. How about that? So I'm scrolling, and there's over 1,000 comments, so it's going to take a while, so I don't miss anybody. So just bear with me 1 second. Good luck, everybody. I'm having a drink while I'm scrolling. So the winner, are you ready? The winner on Facebook of these 3 new stamps is Alison Robb. Alison Robb with 2 B's. So Alison Robb, congratulations. The same as I told everybody on YouTube. Please send an inbox message to Karen on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page. Congratulations. We'll get these posted off to you tomorrow, providing we've got your address. And before you all leave me, I am going to do the giveaways every time I do a new collection. So please make sure you have liked and followed me on Facebook. So please like and follow the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page, and then you'll be kept up to date with everything. You can also find me on Twitter, Phill M. Martin, double L, remember. And you can also find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram even. Put your teeth in, Phill. So Instagram is the same, Phill M. Martin. And the YouTube channel, for those of you that haven't subscribed yet, please, please, please get on, because I'm building it up and there's going to be more exclusive content on YouTube. So just search on YouTube for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours. Whew, well, there we go. What a night. I'm just giving it away left, right and centre. How good am I? So well done everybody, well done to the 2 winners. Good luck if you're buying direct from us with your parcels with the new stamps. 2 of you will win a £25 voucher each to spend on the website. I can't wait for you to tell me who's won it when you get it, because I won't even know until you email me back that you've got it. So congratulations everybody. I will see you on your Create and Craft screens this Friday at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. I would urge you, if you order from TV, to get your orders in as soon as I go live at 3 o'clock on Friday. The show starts, because I have no extra stock. Unless I find some, which is going to be a miracle, but get them while I've got them. So thank you so much everybody for staying. I'm glad you like the little giveaways and the freebies and everything that I do, because it's just nice for me to be nice back to you. So enjoy the rest of your evening everybody. I will catch up with you all on social media. All the samples with the new stamps, because the design team have done an amazing job. So all the samples will be in an album on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page on Friday morning. So thanks everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you on telly on Friday. Thanks everybody. Bye.